Hello everyone, this is Melissa from stampwithmelissa.com, and today I'm going to share with you how to make a super easy, super quick fun fold. So the stamp set I'm going to use today is Oh Snap, and this can be found in the January through June 2021 mini catalog, and I just love it. I think that crocodile is so cute. So let's go ahead and get started. So to make this card, you're going to need a piece of cardstock, and I've got Night of Navy here, and I'm going to bring in my trimmer, and I'm going to go ahead and you're going to do this the long way. So this is the 8.5 inch edge against the board here, and you're going to go ahead and cut this at 4 1/4 inches. And I'll get rid of that other piece there, and then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to turn it this way, and I'm going to bring it to the 5.5 inch mark, and I'm going to use the lighter tool here. So the darker one cuts and the lighter one scores, and so I'm going to go ahead and score at 5.5 inches. And then I'm going to move this down to 2 3/4 inches, and I'm going to cut. So what we have here when you fold this is you see that this piece was here and it was removed, and what I'm going to do with it is I'm actually going to turn it and put it on like this. So let's get started, let's make this card. Alright, so I have a piece of soft seafoam here, and I'm going to cut it down to fit on this smaller flap. And so I'm going to cut it at 4 inches by 2.5 inches. And then that'll give me a nice little border piece here. Then I'm going to take a piece of basic white and I'm going to create another map for this. And so this will be cut at 2 1/4 inches by 3 3/4. And all of these measurements will be on my blog post as well, and the link to that is in the description of this video. Alright, now that I've got those done, I'm gonna bring back in my basic white really fast. Because this is Night of Navy and it's dark, I want to have a piece for the inside that I can write on. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this at 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then I'll just set that to the side because it'll be for the inside of the card. Because Oh Snap is a photopolymer stamp set, I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat here. And this just gives it a nice cushion. The photopolymer stamps will stamp a bit better when you use a cushion under them. And then I'm also going to bring in, this is just some scrap. I'll flip it over there. Just some scrap paper, just because the crocodile is quite a bit bigger than this piece of white here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this on a block. So now I've got my Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I'm going to go ahead and ink up mainly the mouth and the lower part of this crocodile. Alright, then I'm going to go ahead and flip this over, and I'm going to stamp it right about here. Alright, and while I'm still stamping here, I'm going to go ahead and bring in this lotus flower, and I'm going to bring in the card base, and I'm actually going to stamp on this panel, so from the score line over to the right. So I've got my Night of Navy ink here because I'm going to do some tone-on-tone stamping. So I'm going to pop that open, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp a background on this piece with my lotus flower. Alright, I'm also going to stamp on this piece of soft seafoam, and you can see this is actually the layer that will go in between this piece of basic white and Night of Navy, but I'm going to show you a cool trick of what you can do with those mats. So I've got this cute sentiment here that says sending a big smile, and I'm gonna go ahead and stamp that down with my Memento Black ink, and I'm gonna put it kind of in the center. Alright, and then I've got my 1.5 inch circle punch here, and I'm gonna punch this out. So now I've got my crocodile here, and I'm actually going to go ahead and color him in using my Granny Apple Green Blends markers. So I like to start with the dark. And the reason is I just seem to get a better blend when I outline the dark and then go over with the light. So I just kind of do some spots, and all of the creases I'll tend to go over with my dark here. Alright, now I've got all that outlining done. I'm going to go ahead and use my light now, and I'm going to color in the rest of the crocodile. Alright, and you can see I forgot his little foot up here and his scales. So these are his teeth. I'm going to leave those white, but these are kind of like the scales there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that quick. Alright, now I can get rid of this piece, and I'm going to start assembling this card. So I'm going to start with this basic white piece, and I'm going to put some seal adhesive on the back. You could use our Tombow liquid glue as well if that's your preferred liquid or adhesive. Oh, I love how that green goes with that one. Alright, and then I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of the soft seafoam. And put it on this navy here. Just make sure it's all stuck. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and adhere the inside of this first. My tip here is we know that, right, this is going to go like this. So we know that this side is going to have adhesive on it, and we also know that we want this to have adhesive on it, but we don't want any of this side over here to have adhesive because it'll stick there and then it won't be able to open. So here's my tip for you. So I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive like that, and then I'm going to go ahead and run some adhesive right on this fold here because we know that it will be stuck down there. Then all I have to do is make sure that this is centered and put it down, and voila. Now I just need to add on this cute little guy here, and I'm going to pop him up on dimensionals. And I think it's kind of cute to put it close to the mouth. The crocodile is smiling, right? Alright, and there we have it. See how simple that was? And you don't even need to use any extra pieces of cardstock to get this banner here. I use some obviously to map, but you don't have to. You could use DSP, anything you'd like there, or create your own patterned paper like I did with this lotus flower here. So there's a super simple card. It's so easy to do, and you can do it with so many different ways. So here's this one with the Oh Snap stamp set, and then I've also got this sample to show you, and this uses an upcoming bundle called Butterfly Brilliance and the Brilliant Wing dies. And then this is actually the Butterfly Bijou 6x6 Designer Series paper that's coming up as well. And so thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed learning how to do this fun fold. It's so quick and easy, and it looks great. It really makes your card look so stunning, huh? So if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, make sure to hit the notification bell, and that means you'll be alerted anytime that I post a video, so you'll know to come watch. Down in the description is the link to my website where you can view the blog post, and there's going to be pictures of both of these on there, although my main focus will be on this crocodile. And that'll have all the measurements as well. Also down in the description box are all the links where you can find me on social media if you'd like to come visit, say hello. If you make a card using this fun fold technique, please share it with me. I love to see what you create. So thank you so much, and goodbye for now.